Hello everyone, and welcome back to Professional English Lab. I'm Myles.
And I'm May. It's great to have you with us today.
You know, May, before we dive in, let me remind our listeners what we're all about here at Professional English Lab. We're here to help you communicate confidently and effectively in professional English settings. Whether you're in meetings, writing emails, or collaborating with colleagues, we've got you covered with practical language you can use right away.
Absolutely. And speaking of practical situations, Myles, I want to ask you something. Have you ever started a new project with a team and felt like you weren't quite sure how to communicate your ideas effectively?
Oh, definitely. Especially when you're working with people you don't know well yet. You want to contribute, but you're not sure how to jump into the conversation or whether your ideas will be well received.
Exactly. And that's what today's episode is all about. We're focusing on English for team collaboration and how to work effectively with colleagues.
We've covered topics like giving presentations, handling phone calls, and writing professional emails. But today, we're getting into the heart of workplace communication, working with your team.
Right. And we'll cover 5 essential areas: building rapport with new colleagues, sharing ideas confidently, giving and receiving feedback, resolving conflicts professionally, and celebrating wins together.
Sounds like exactly what our listeners need. Let's get started. So, May, let's start at the beginning. When you join a new team or start working with new colleagues, how do you break the ice?
That's always a bit challenging, isn't it? I think the key is to show genuine interest in your teammates.
Absolutely. Small talk is actually really important here. You might say something like, "How long have you been with the company?" Or, "What projects are you currently working on?"
Those are great conversation starters. They're open-ended, so the other person can share as much or as little as they want.
Exactly. And here's another useful phrase. "I'd love to learn more about your role." This shows respect for their expertise and opens the door for them to share.
I like that. It's specific and professional. What about when you want to offer help to a new teammate?
Good question. You can say, "If you need any help getting up to speed, feel free to reach out." Or, more directly, "Is there anything I can do to support you?"
Those phrases sound friendly without being pushy.
And I think the word support is really important there. It emphasizes teamwork.
Definitely. Building rapport early makes all your future collaboration much smoother.
Okay, so you've built good relationships with your teammates. Now comes the next challenge, actually contributing your ideas in team discussions. May, I know a lot of our listeners struggle with this.
They do, and it's understandable. You want to sound confident, but not aggressive, right?
Exactly. So how do you jump into a conversation when others are already talking?
One polite way is to say, "Can I add something here?" Or, "I have a thought on this, if I may." These phrases signal that you want to contribute without interrupting rudely.
Those are perfect. What if you have an idea that might be different from what everyone else is suggesting?
Great question, Myles. You can say, "Have we considered approaching this from a different angle?" This invites discussion rather than shutting down other ideas.
That's diplomatic. I also like the phrase, "building on what Sarah said," when you want to add to someone else's idea.
Oh, that's excellent. It shows you're listening and creates a collaborative atmosphere. You're not just waiting for your turn to talk, you're actually engaging with what others have said.
Exactly. And what if you're not sure about something someone said? How do you ask for clarification without sounding critical?
You can say, "Just to make sure I understand, are you suggesting that?" Or, "Could you elaborate on that point?" Both phrases show you're engaged and want to understand fully.
Those are so useful. The key is to sound curious, not confrontational.
Precisely.
Now, May, let's talk about something that makes a lot of people uncomfortable, giving feedback to colleagues.
Oh, yes, this is tricky. You want to be honest, but you don't want to hurt anyone's feelings or damage your working relationship.
So what's the secret?
The secret is the sandwich method. Start with something positive, then give the constructive feedback, then end on an encouraging note. But the language you use is crucial.
Can you give us an example?
Sure. You might say, "I really appreciate the effort you put into this report. I think if we adjust the data analysis section, it'll be even stronger. Overall, your research is excellent."
I see what you did there. You started and ended positively, but you were clear about what needs improvement.
Right. Another useful phrase is, one area we could improve is... The word we is important because it makes the feedback feel collaborative, not accusatory.
That's a great point. What about receiving feedback? How should you respond when someone gives you constructive criticism?
First, don't get defensive. Instead, say, "Thank you for the feedback. I'll work on that." This shows professionalism and willingness to improve.
And if you need more information about the feedback,
You can ask, "Could you give me a specific example?" Or, "What would you suggest I do differently next time?" These questions show you're taking the feedback seriously.
perfect. Feedback doesn't have to be scary if you approach it the right way.
Myles, let's be honest. Even on the best teams, conflicts happen. How do you handle disagreements professionally?
That's such an important skill. I think the first step is to address issues early before they become bigger problems. Absolutely. You might say, "I noticed we have different perspectives on this. Can we talk it through?" This opens the conversation without being confrontational. I like that. It acknowledges the difference without blaming anyone. What if you need to express disagreement with a colleague's approach?
You should be direct but respectful. Try, "I understand your point, but I have some concerns about," or, "I see it a bit differently. From my perspective..."
Those phrases validate the other person's view while still allowing you to share yours.
Exactly. And here's something crucial. Focus on the issue, not the person. Say, "This approach might create challenges," rather than, "Your idea won't work."
That's such an important distinction. One sounds like you're problem solving together, the other sounds like an attack.
Right. And if things get heated, you can suggest, "Let's take a step back and look at our shared goal here." This refocuses everyone on what you're trying to achieve together.
Love that. It reminds everyone you're on the same team. Okay, May, we've talked about challenges. Now let's talk about something more positive. How do you celebrate successes with your team?
Oh, this is so important and often overlooked. Celebrating wins, big or small, builds team morale and strengthens relationships.
Absolutely. So what are some good phrases for acknowledging team success?
You can say, "This was a real team effort. Great job, everyone." Or, to recognize an individual's contribution, "I want to highlight Sarah's excellent work on the presentation."
Those are great. I think people sometimes feel awkward about giving praise, but it's so important.
It really is. Another phrase I love is, "I couldn't have done this without your support." It shows gratitude and acknowledges that success is collaborative.
What about when your team reaches a major milestone?
You might say, "This is a significant achievement for our team. We should all be proud." It emphasizes collective accomplishment.
And don't forget to celebrate the learning experiences too, even if a project didn't go perfectly. You could say, "We learned a lot from this experience," and that's a win in itself.
Exactly, Myles. That's a growth mindset, and it keeps the team motivated.
Well, May, we've covered a lot today. Team collaboration really is the foundation of workplace success.
It absolutely is. Let's quickly recap those 5 key areas. First, build rapport with new colleagues through genuine interest and offers of support. Second, share your ideas confidently, using phrases like, "Can I add something here?" and "building on what you said." Third, give and receive constructive feedback professionally. Remember the sandwich method and phrases like, "One area we could improve is..." Fourth, resolve conflicts by focusing on issues, not people, and finding common ground. And fifth, celebrate your team's wins together with genuine appreciation and recognition.
Before we wrap up, I want to ask our listeners something. Think about your own workplace experience. What's one challenge you face when collaborating with your team? Maybe it's speaking up in meetings or giving feedback or something else. Share your experience in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you, and your comment might help other learners too.
That's a great question, Myles. And listeners, remember, the best way to improve is to practice. Try using just 1 or 2 of these phrases this week in your workplace.
Absolutely. Start small and you'll build confidence over time.
And if you found this lesson helpful, please subscribe to Professional English Lab for more workplace English lessons. We release new episodes every week.
We've also covered related topics like email communication and professional phone calls. Check those out if you haven't already.
Thanks so much for joining us today, everyone.
Keep practicing, keep learning, and we'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.